Hello, good afternoon. Hope you're all having a lovely bank holiday. Right, here we go. So today is our last day using our April multi-make, because May's has been sent out. It should be with you shortly, hopefully first part of this week. Come on, there he is. Right, so May's box has been sent out, so it should be turning up on your doorsteps anytime now. I can see everything now. So yeah, hope you're having a lovely day. The weather's not particularly brilliant, is it? But hey, my little ones are sat doing jigsaws at the moment. They found one they hadn't opened. Well, that's happened. So yeah, that's what we're up to today. Hi Nicola. So we're going to be playing with our final, our April's multi-make box. Yeah, and just have some fun really. So I'm going to get going, I think. Yeah, let's get going, shall we, and just see where we end up. Oop, nearly pressed the wrong button. That was not going to be good. There we go. Hi Denise. So on my desk, on the little bit of space I've got today, I'm busy prepping for tomorrow's show as well. So I've just got a little, it's actually 5.5 inch, so it can go on a 6-inch base card. I thought we're just going to go to town today, so we're going to splatter our splat one. Hi Christine. That one, decorate the background a little bit, splat that one on there. We'll use our little, don't know what to call that one, our little frame one, and then we'll do happy birthday on that one. Yeah, so that's kind of my idea. We're just going to build it all up, have lots of layers and just have fun with it. Might even add our little circles as well. So first off, I need to find, always the way, isn't it? I can never find what I need. I need to find, yes, that was everything just falling on the floor. Never mind. As organised as ever. Just trying to take this one off my big poly mount. Cloud Bubble, that sounds like a good name for it. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, Nicola. Not particularly had the weather for it though, have you? Let me just pop that back on there. So, as you all know by now, you roll these on so we don't get any bubbles underneath, so we don't pick up any ink, like you would with a big poly plate, like you would with any of the new Boom and Adventure sets as well. So that can go there. I need my black ink. There it is. I knew I hadn't packed it yet. Ooh, that's that one, isn't it? Hey, I have got a mask for it. I can't imagine taking the boat out in this weather, Nicola. I think I'd be quite happy just sitting and looking at the views for the weekend. Hi Sandy. Very rainy here too, you're not alone. In fact, I'm thinking of having a bit of a little dinghy moored up outside just to get back to the house later. Hello Claire. There we go. Right, so I'm really inking this one up because we've not used this one probably in about a week. So we're just going to splat this one any which way. I'm on, you can tell I'm on a little bear's chair again, can't you? Because I've got the squeaks. But it does help my back. So remember, I'm just going to press around that frame. So that's the only place I need the ink. Oh no, you're on flood warning. So I'm just going to keep popping that on there. And don't forget we can always, oh there you go, it's worked. I was going to say we can always touch up with our black pen if it doesn't quite go the first time. Right, so this is going to go on here. Now, decision time. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cheat a little bit here, I think. If I can find some washi tape, that's always the next step. There we go. I'm going to grab a little bit of washi tape, or low tack masking tape's good, or, oh, it literally is a little tiny bit of masking tape. And I'm just going to de-stick it a bit. I'm just popping it on my hand, or on your clothes is another good one, until it's virtually not sticky anymore. Hi Zena! I'm just going to leave that there. Just pop it there. So I just need it so it's not going to move, basically. I should have really cut this out and done it with masking at the very start of the month, but I never thought. I never thought at all. My good old notebook. I'm just going to slice up for a second. So, hi Tracy. I'm going to do one just like that across. Yep, and I can stick it there. So I'm going to get some more masking. Washi tape. Just give me a second. Hi Alison. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more tape. It doesn't really matter this time because I'm going mask onto mask. And then this one, I want something like that, I think. Again, I'm going mask onto mask, so it really doesn't matter here. Right, so you can see I'm going to do 4 sections in the end, with all little bits around the back. So you're not really going to see much either, so it doesn't have to be. I'm going to start off with my lightning bolt, and I'm going to cheat as well. So I've stamped my frame in black. I think this will be the first time I'm actually going to stamp in a different colour in my background. So I want to find my grey. There it is. I'm just going to move it all round and make sure I keep stamping the right way. There's that one. That one there. So you know how much I've been enjoying just building up backgrounds using these lovely little bits and pieces. Looks like it's actually turning into a bit of a repeat pattern, doesn't it? Didn't mean for it to. I was trying to do random. That one. And I'll do one down here. And we're just going to put a bit of a tail ender up there because it's looking a bit empty, isn't it? There we go. Right, so we've done that bit. I'm going to take this bit off here. There we go, as you can see. And then I'm just going to turn it over. I'm going to leave it. What I should have done. Oh, silly girl. What I should have done before I did that. Just mark this bit here. Oops. Might have been worth it if my pencil was sharper. There we go. I'm going to turn that round, and now I've got a mark here to line up with. So I'm going to give myself a bit of a gap. You know, like we did the other day. And now I've got this little area to play with. So what should we put in this one? I think we're going to put a bit of zap action. Because you know I like the words. Zap, or should we do pow? I think we'll do pow. Should we do it in a different colour as well? I'm getting a bit adventurous today, aren't I? So, hi Michelle. Colour wise, I'm thinking. So that's gonna be yellow. I'm thinking red. Just there we go. Go for a bit of pow. bet there's actually, if I looked into it a bit more, there's actually suggestions on what colour things like this should be. And do pow, pow, pow. Oh, I should clean my stamp. Can you see some of that black starting to come off? Yeah, definitely coming off. Let's give it a bit of a... I'll just clean it. I have to admit defeat sometimes and actually clean a stamp. And it looked like it had a bit of blusher in it as well. There's a surprise. Right. Touch my finger now. So I need it all filled in. If I was being really picky, I should have really made my mask a little bit bigger and done a bit of a frame on it, but that's me being really picky. I was just using what I already had up and working. Last one, I think. A bit of pow. There we go. So I'm going to clean my stamp off because I don't normally stamp in red, do I? There we go, a clean stamp. So we've now got... Oh. Peel it carefully. So we've now got this side done. Yep. Doesn't look too bad, does it? I'm going to do exactly the same now. I'm just going to line it up and then move it across a little bit. If you want it to be really precise, get your measuring out. And somehow I need to line up on this one. I can just about see it, to be fair. Go about there. Oh, actually, I've got my little, don't know if you can quite see through my paper. I can just see my lightning bolt coming out the other side. And I'm just going to drop it about 1/2 centimetre. I'll drop it to where it was. Okay, right, I'm making this look harder than it is. Right, so now I've got this bit here. So I've got lightning bolts, words, so I kind of want to do words again in this bit. Ooh, I've now got power written all over my desk. So, words in this bit here. I do quite fancy boom. No, I'll do zap. What colour should we do zap? I think I might do it blue. A little bit out. I'm just going to give them a bit of clean up. Just like that. There you go. See? I do have clean stamps occasionally. Occasionally. Right. I'm going to go for a bit of deep lagoon, I think, on this one. Oh, nice spot there, Tracy. I was getting a bit eager beaver, wasn't I? You see? So, has anyone else spotted what Tracy's spotted? Look, my little washi tape. Too much of an eager beaver I was there. And lift it off. Well spotted, Tracy. Definitely a gold star there for you. Of course, move your washi tape first. See, I've just seen who's awake this afternoon. Nope, I completely missed it. So we can have our little zap going on. So have you noticed as well, when I'm starting these off, I've gone to the straight edge, yeah? Because down here I've got no clue which way my paper is, yeah? So if I was to try and start here, I've got nothing to line it up against apart from this edge. Whereas here, I've got a nice straight edge to start my stamping with. More than a good spot, we would have been in trouble there, wouldn't we? We'd have got to about here and I'd been going, no. I'm now wishing I'd gone with a Memento and got a bit of a brighter blue, but it is what it is. Pop that there. I don't like this big gap here, so I'm just popping. I don't know whether you could hear me pigeon walking across the roof then. I'm assuming it's a pigeon, because it was heavy footed, whatever it was. It's coming back. I'm just going to, there you go, pop that one in there. And you'll say now, she hasn't used her favourite. My favourite combo. I'm going to do exactly what I did a minute ago. Use my rather blunt pencil. As blunt as anything, I need to sharpen that. Remind me to sharpen it. Turn it round. So there's my line. So I'm just going to go just a smidgen over it. Or half a centimetre-ish. Just like that. And then we've got this bit here. Just had a horrid thought then I'd stamped one of them upside down. Oof. Would have made it look interesting, wouldn't it? Right, so favourite one time. And you're not going to see much of it, are you? A little doody bopper. Speech bubble, that's the one. Who was that one there? So again, you're not really going to see many of these, but I'm going to know they're there. And you guys will know they're there too. Try not to drop it. And there's only one word that can go inside our little speech bubble. It has to be my favourite one. There we go, just enough ink left on there. It's gotta be boom. Bit of boom action. So I'm gonna have yellow up in this top corner, aren't I? So I'm going to actually stamp this in the one that's called, is it Hanna-Barbera or something like that? The really bright orange. There it is. Boom. There's been an explosion or something. So again, I'm just going to just wipe off my stamp. So it's a little, oh, so it's not stuck at all now. The only reason I'm cleaning it off, would help if I showed you. The only reason I'm cleaning it off is because as I start to reactivate that, as I start to pick up the orange, the black starts to come off a little bit. So, well, nice and cleanish. It's not that bright, is it? Though it does look like it's been contaminated quite a bit. So I have a bit of boom going on. Boom. Oops. See, we always get carried away, don't we, doing these? We always have to have the story, what's going on. There we go. Got a bit of boom action in this bottom corner. Just clean that up before I forget. And wipe that bit there. So, let's start getting all our gubbins off here. Nice spot, Tracy. There we go, look at that for background. You could just use it like that and put like a happy birthday or something in there, which would look very good. Right, you know how we're going to finish this off now, don't we? Get our black pen. I didn't realise, have you noticed, I've gone straight down this line here. Honestly, didn't mean to do that at all. You could get a ruler out and do this, but maybe I should have done. Doing a bit of a scratchy line. I've done it here as well. Look, I've gone down this line. Again, really didn't mean to. I was just getting excited to get my bits and bobs down, wasn't I? Just like that. Hi Alice. I think I might have said 2:30 on Friday. Was it Friday? I've lost track of my days. You always do though with bank holidays, don't you? Unless that's just me. Again, I'm just going to come down on this one. There we go. So we've got a bit of a broken up background going on. Now, I'm just going to give it a quick blast from my heat gun because I want to get my yellow pen out, and I probably want to get something out for these guys as well. So I've ended up with orange and red next to each other. Never mind. Oh, thanks Tracy. We'll get some shading on there and a bit more colour, and it'll really start to... You could have done this, you know, the other day, when we were saying you could have done it in like little patches and layered this one on top. Straighten out my card a little bit. Right, hopefully that'll be dry enough. So, I want yellow for my lightning bolts. I want a grey. Actually, I'll pick something nude as well, because that might work. We don't need anything else, do we? Nearly fell off my chair then. Right. So, let's just check. That one or that one I want. Oh, decisions. I'll have to work that out in a minute. So, lightning bolt time. Let's just get these coloured in really quickly. I tell you what, I've just noticed I've got subtitles on again today. They're not getting any better, are they, with my accent? Just being really careful. Could really do with something I can lean my hands on. There we go. Hi Pauline. Taking too much out. Got a tendency of doing that. Just got our lovely little lightning bolts coming through. just like that. Then we'll sort out what's on top, what's behind in a minute. I do love how, I think it was what Chris said the other day, it looks like pop art, doesn't it? It just bright, isn't it, and colourful. There we go. Right. And then I'm going to go with the grey. Oops, wrong end. Down here. Not that by the time we put everything else on, you're not going to see much of these bits. There we go. Right. I might even, oh no, we'll use our shading for that. Right, so I'm going to move them to one side for a minute. I'm going to grab my pencil, though I am going to give it a quick sharpen because it was as blunt as anything, wasn't it? But not too sharp. Not that I'm being picky about how to sharpen a pencil. There we go, that's better. You want it sharper but not blunt. Yeah, I know what I mean. So I'm just going to, you've seen me do this so many times with this set. Let's get a little bit of shadow going on. Not done one on this one. I think I'll do it this side. And then on here I'm just going to add a little bit in. See where I've got the darker side of the lightning bolt? I'm just coming in again. Oh, I over sharpened my pencil on that one. There we go, just pop a little bit behind it. Turn it around again. There we go. And then I want to put some shading just around this edge. So again, just coming in. And what this will do is just, see I'm being a bit heavier handed down here. Just following those lines. And what that does is it just picks up this little explosion. Brings it up to the front, doesn't it? Have a quick look. Do we need to put a few more? I think I'm going to do this one as well. Just doing a little bit. Right. Can you see? Just that little bit of shading around the bottom. Really makes it look like it's jumping off the page a bit more, doesn't it? I'm not going to do around the top. I'm going to go in with my white gel pen, she says. We might find my white gel pen on here somewhere. I can find my number 8. Oh no, number 10. There he is. And then it's whether we actually want to add a little bit of colour to our... I'm just going to add a little bit of white. Can you see here? Yep, just around the edge. Hi Mum. Right, there we go, focused again. And all that's doing is popping that frame to the front. Then having to watch where I pop my handy. if I'd have thought about it, I would have created a new mask so that this had a bit of a halo effect going on around it, which helps to bring it to the front. There we go. I haven't decided yet if we're going to colour this bit in or not. Depends where we go with the next bit, I think. So, you see that white pen around the top, and that's, yeah, you tell me, I'll tell you. Shading. Charcoal pencil, that's the one, around the base. Really makes it pop out a little bit more. I might even be tempted to just come along the side of this one. And here. Again. Okay. Right, I'm not going to faff with the background anymore unless I want to colour it in a minute. But I quite like how that's popping out the front. Right, so that's going to go to one side. I'm now going to use our cloud bubble. So, there it is. Next to me. So I'm just going to get this one stamped. Grab another poly mount to do that with. Ooh, look at the state of that Inky Pinky. Done well there. There's my juicy one. I'm going to ink this one up again. Just follow the design around, making sure you're getting all those little nooks and crannies. And there we go. I'm going to splat this one down. I think I'm going to do most of my work on it and then we'll cut him out. So again, when I come to press this one, I'm just pressing around the frame edge. Oh, silly girl, look at that one, I missed out a whole corner. If I can get it lined back up, if I can't, we'll restamp it. Nope. Or did I just not put ink on there? Let's stamp that again, shall we? I must have put ink on it, but I was just not bothered pressing it. I've done it this time. Second time's the charm, eh? Pop that down there. Make sure I go all the way around it this time. There we go, that's better, isn't it? Right, so we've got our lovely little frame. We were going to put, I was going to do happy birthday, wasn't I? So happy birthday. So it fits between there. Now what I did want to show you, what have I done with them? So let me just go grab 1 second. Right, so this set and the set we've got coming up on a channel have been designed so they do work really, really well together. So let me just grab it. Can you see things like the birthday, the boom? God, you gotta love a bit of boom. Yep, all fit in this cloud bubble. Puffy paints, I've not seen them in years. In like a tube that you squeeze. I used to have problems squeezing them now. I'm going to stop there before I say something I regret. See, all of them have been designed so they all fit in that centre. All of the extra words like the Grandad and all that all fit in that centre bit. Yep, so don't think just this set works by himself. It doesn't, it works with the new ones as well. Alice, absolutely, to be honest, it's challenged me, like last month's challenged me as well. But I think sometimes by challenging ourselves when we're crafting, it really, I don't know, you know, it pushes you, doesn't it? So it makes you think, actually, I hated white space before. Though saying that, there isn't much white space on there, is there? It's made me embrace the white space, and it's made me colour. It's made me think more about my layering. So it's made me think more about my technique. And you know what? I've had to be neat and tidy doing this, because one inky pinky mark on something like this, you're going to notice it because you want that clean, crisp image. So for me, absolutely, it's been a bit of a challenge. And Nicola, get that box open. Your next one will turn up. So absolutely, it's been a challenge, but I think a good challenge, I hope. Now, Superstar, I know it fits in there. However, I think I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday there, and then we're going to layer this one up. I went off on a tangent then, didn't I? So yeah, multi-make isn't always going to be standard Crafty-Roo. Thinking what next month says. A bit more standard Crafty-Roo. It's more comfort zone, I think, next month. This month. May. June is an interesting one. And so is July, to be fair. Anyway. Pop this one down here. I'll get stamping and shut up now. Oh, do I want to colour it in first? Oof. Right. I do. I want to add a little bit of colour first, actually. So I'm going to leave that there, all inked up, all over my finger. And I want this to boom out my page. So I'm going to go with some. I'm a bit of a teaser, aren't I, Alison? Sorry. It's only because, oh no, actually I can't even say why I was doing that. We've got some stuff coming up in the next few months. I'll just say it like that, shall we? That's even more of a tease, isn't it? You'll see in the end of May. Anyway, I've got a little bit of turquoise Brusho. Yeah, turquoise Brusho. I keep changing my mind what I want to use. A turquoise. I want it really, really watered down. I am actually quite a few at the moment, Tracy, which isn't like me. To be fair, we have lots of designs. They're just not necessarily allocated to a month yet. Like the space, the Hochanda set. You know, that space one's probably been drawn for a good while, but I hadn't decided when we were going to take it or use it. And then obviously when the date of this show came up, I couldn't not do a spacey theme on the 4th of May the 4th. I'm trying to add a bit more colour into this. I think I'm just going to end up painting the whole thing, aren't I? There we go. Not perfect, but oops, don't know what I've just picked up there. you see? Yes, you can see. I've just got a very wishy-washy looking cloud action going on. I'm just trying to fill in my little white bits on it. I could have got my pens out again and cooled the whole thing in, but actually I quite like. There we go, right. Stop faffing, girl. Where's my pen? To be fair, we're not that bad for dandelions this year. To be fair, our garden's in pieces again. Mr. Roo and the bear are trying to build a bit of a seating area next to the office. But still waiting to see if the apple tree and not the apple tree, the pear tree and the cherry tree we moved survive. And so far, touch wood, actually touch wood, they're doing all right. They've blossomed. They've really blossomed, so I'm hoping moving them in the middle of winter wasn't too bad. The raspberries don't seem to be coming back, but we can always get some more raspberry canes, can't we? Right, so I've got this, got our happy birthday. Let me just give that a quick blast with my heat gun. I'm thinking a blue frame around that. Definitely got a lot of blossom on the one next to the office door. I think that's what's kicking off my hay fever all the time. So I think my hay fever is under control, and then I'll come and, you know, pack some orders or pack some stamps up, or even just come in and work, and the hay fever kicks in. But it's me really good cherry tree. I'm not moving it. Right, so I'm going to stamp my happy birthday in. Stamp it quite high up because I want my superstar as well, don't I? So I've got my happy birthday in there. Oh, I didn't know that, Pauline. So we did the right thing. No, I've still not got a proper door, Nicola. I keep being promised. I'd love a proper door, and then I can sort other desk out properly, and I won't be working at 2 different heights on it. And then I can put some shelves on the wall as well. Oh, could you imagine? Right, I'm going to stamp my superstar. I'm going to pop it down here, and then we're going to do a bit of a board around it as well. So just eyeballing it so it's about the same from the edge as it is from the bottom. They don't have to trim it as much when I'm stamping. Ooh. Ish. Yes, we'll do a proper reveal at some point when I've run the hoover around as well. Got lots of bits at the moment. To be fair, we moved in, didn't we, and just started using it. That's not particularly stamped very straight, is it? But it will do. Right, colour. I'm going to do this one in red. Just let me blast it with my heat gun again. go. I have decided I'm just going to move my paper, my card, so I can mat and layer easier on my other desk. To be fair, Nicola, I have thought about that already. Or at least crack open a box of chocolates or something like that. Ooh, I've picked up the wrong red here, haven't I? Yeah, I picked up burgundy. I didn't mean to pick that up at all. Ew, that's not nice. I want this one. Teach me for not. Yeah, it's cinnamon I wanted. Let's just go for it, shall we? See if I can kind of blend it in a little bit on that first one. You won't tell anyone, will you? No. Ooh, can you hear that rain outside? To be fair, I've also decided I want to paint the outside grey. Mr. Roo agreed, but I did drop it into a different conversation, so I don't know whether he actually knew what he was agreeing to. It's one of them. So when you do my door, we can then paint it grey. Oh yeah. Oh, and by the way, Franken desk needs pigeonholes, not the boxes I've got. He also agreed to that. I think he was just in a yeah. You can't really tell I did it the wrong colour, can you? Each. So, got a little superstar going on. See, that's what I like about these as well. You can have what you were saying before, Nicola, about bit scared to open your box. Actually, these are a really good little set because, like what I've done here, I've done a background, I've done my focal point, and then I've done my saying on all different pieces. So many times I could go, oh, I don't like that, like I did before, didn't stamp it right, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, because you're working in little pieces each time you touch it. If that makes sense. It does in my head. Should have got my blue wires over it. I'm just going to colour in my blue as well. Yeah, so even if, guess what I'm trying to say is, even if you mess up one little bit of it, you've not messed up the whole thing. And like tracers and puffy paints around the edge of this would be amazing, wouldn't they? I've not seen them in years though. Yep, so I'm just going around in blue. Suppose we could have done yellow. I'm not even bothering with any shading because we're going to put some glossy accents over it. And a little bit of white doodle pen, and we'll get out our charcoal pen as well. Pencil. There we are, nearly there. Look how many lumps and bumps this one's got. There we go. Right, pen lid. That would be a good place to start, wouldn't it? So now, where's my big pen? There he is. I'm just going to come over here. Oops, didn't do that one very well. Going up on that one, so you can see just adding those little bits of glossy doodle pen, then we'll add our glossy accents to it. I'm going to grab and do exactly what we did on our frame a minute ago. Oh, excuse me, but I'm going to go on the inside this time. Yep, just that little bit on the inside. We'll finish that off with a bit of glossy accent. Wonderful. Now, where is, there we are. I'll chop this one up. I'm going to leave a little border. Oops. You didn't see that, did you? Around the edge. There we go. Our lovely little happy birthday. You could just pop that onto like a spotty paper. That would look quite cool as well. That's going to come on top of there. You know what? I am going to leave that white because I think it stands out, doesn't it? So I'm going to leave that white. We're going to have that on there like so. We're going to glossy accent that up. We'll do that in a minute because you know I'm going to end up touching it and getting it all over my fingers. My little guillotine should be around somewhere. Maybe on the other desk. There you go. I'm having a workout today, aren't I? My stuff's all over. So, again, so we've just done little bits, haven't we? This is going to go here somewhere. Time to sharpen this again, I think. Here we go. Get rid of the bits off it, be fine. So I've got my Superstar. Ooh, didn't do that very well, did I? Trim it a little bit more. So much having a nice big border around it. Because it isn't stamped very straight. That's a bit better. So we've got our Superstar. So hold that on there at the moment. Meh, not too sure about it. It's not popping out enough. So I should have some scraps of black. That's not a scrap, that's a big piece. Will it fit through? Oh, it will. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a frame around it. There we go. And now move all my bits out of the way. Oh, I think I know what that big piece was for. Oops. I'm going to pop that on there. It doesn't even have to be. Just like that. But you could see, couldn't you, how, you know, the little lines off the comic caper sets that we've got on TV tomorrow, there, your little splodgy marks coming out as well. You could just draw them. Happy birthday, Superstar. So that's going to go on there like so. I am going to doodle around it. I'm going to grab my pen. Oops. Just like that. Let me grab my charcoal one again. I think we're going to do this. You can see here I've got, oh no, I've got enough space there. Just bring my little charcoal pen in there, pencil even. Just follow that line around. Just like that. I'm actually going to glue it together. Jesus. Left my lid off my glue again. There we go. Pop some glue on the back. Ooh. Got gremlins moving things around in here now. I'm going to pop that on there. Just like that. And then glossy accents. I love this effect. Oops. Just shot that everywhere. Just around your little letters. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you wanted it perfect, you might want to use like a glazed pen or something, or one of the fine tip ends. So you've got, oops, a daisy, pick it up. Yep, so you've got your Superstar. And then just around my frame, just going to go round these bits. I'll tell you what might look nice is your there you go, I've got a bit of glossy accents on my table. Oh, and there's another splodge there. It really did go everywhere before, didn't it? You know, like your what are they called? Like your enamel glazes. That's the one. Enamel accents. They'd work as well, and then you don't have to colour it in. You just use your glaze, don't you, to colour. Might turn out a bit expensive because they're only little bottles, but just 1 or 2 cards you do with it. There you go, nearly done. You forget how big this frame is, really. It's on a little A6 stamp set. It is a huge, huge frame. Right, so this would then go on black frame on a little 6x6 card. We will pop that on there with some stinky glue. Yep, goes right in the middle there with some stinky glue. And then this one, or some foam pads, stinky glue foam pads. I'm going to splodge this on the top here. I've got one shot at this because it's all wet. There we go. Maybe I should have just placed it on gently. let that glossy accent, cosmic shimmer just grab it for a second. So what have we done? We stamped our big explosion first off. There you go, I think it's stuck this time. We stamped our big explosion in the background. We then masked it off and then just used paper to section off our background. We've stamped our little lightning bolts, pow and zap. And we did our little, you know, my favourite one, boom, in that little word bubble. On a separate piece, we stamped our frame, our cloud frame. We popped happy birthday in there. And then we stamped superstar on a different piece, and I didn't colour it in the wrong colour to begin with. Yeah. Oh, that bit was Brusho. That bit was a alcohol marker. You'll see they are. Hopefully you've enjoyed using this set. I know some of you haven't opened them yet. Go and sit on the naughty step and get it opened. But hopefully you'll be a little bit inspired to go and open those boxes and have a bit of a play. It's fun. That's what it has been for me, Tracy, this month. It's fun. You can't stay in a flunky mood when you're playing with this stamp set at all. Same with the comic cases, and the little space alien dude thing, space ones that we've got coming up as well tomorrow. You can't stay in a flunky mood when you're playing with fun stamps like this, and they're big and bold and just fun. So that's it from me today. Tomorrow we are on the craft store, got it right, at 1 o'clock with the lovely Alex, so I hope you can join me then. And then we're back on Wednesday night at an earlier time of 7:30. I'll try and get the times right. If you are ever in doubt about what times we are on Facebook Live, they are on the top bit on our Facebook page. Well, I'll try and make them on there anyway. So yeah, that's what we're up to this week. We're on the craft store tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We are back live at 7:30 on Wednesday and 8 o'clock on Friday. So hope you can join me for one of those. Thank you all for your lovely comments as always. I think that's everything. So take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.